Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the President of the United States, please welcome Strive Masiyiwa.
Wow. How do you introduce the President of the United States? They said to me I had 3 minutes. I said, in Africa, I can't say my name in 3 minutes. It's a great honor and privilege to introduce President Obama. It is almost 10 years to the day when I first met then Senator Obama over lunch in Johannesburg, South Africa, on one of his many visits to Africa. He had sought me out because he knew that I was part of a small group of African and global leaders that had been assembled by outgoing UN Secretary General Kofi Annan to find solutions for nutrition and food security. During the lunch, I quickly realized how immersed he was in the key issues affecting global development, in particular in Africa. He did not need me to tell him that women smallholder farmers are the backbone of agriculture in the developing world, or that parts of Africa and India, close to 40% of the children are stunted because of poor nutrition, or that over 1 billion people have no access to electricity. It was clear then that Senator Obama had a global vision for how we tackle poverty, promote inclusive growth, and safeguard the sustainability of our planet. He understood it required bold leadership and unprecedented cooperation on the part of governments, donors, philanthropists, civil society, and the private sector. President Obama's presidency has been a testament to this vision. Even as the global financial crisis into which he was elected raged, he put global development at the center from the very beginning. And he stayed the course, as many of you know. He has championed major initiatives such as Power Africa to bring electricity and economic growth to sub-Saharan Africa. Feed the Future to dramatically improve food security and nutrition. The Young African Leadership Initiative, which has gone into our lexicon now in Africa as YALI, to nurture the next generation of leaders. The Global Entrepreneurship Summit, to pivot our focus to entrepreneurship and job creation. And more, much more. In short, President Obama has rolled out the most audacious agenda on global development of any administration in history that I know of. Even when the Ebola crisis threatened to blow everything away, he was there too, personally and deeply engaged and taking decisive steps to mobilize the world. The engagement of President Obama in global development is without precedent. And even here in America, he has worked tirelessly with Republican and Democrats alike to realize and consolidate these development gains. Just 2 weeks ago, Congress passed the Global Food Security Act, exemplifying a bipartisan commitment that exists in the US to advance these global issues. But what truly distinguishes President Obama is that his bold vision for the world is matched by a deep compassion for the individual. Be it smallholder farmers or young families benefiting from off-grid energy solutions, or parents working tirelessly to educate their children. This administration's approach to development has also brought in new actors, such as myself, and offered millions of people a leg up on a path to shared prosperity rather than just a handout. In 2014, the President hosted the inaugural U.S.-Africa Leadership Summit, with business at the table as equal partners for the first time. I know many business leaders in the U.S. and Africa look forward again to this year's U.S.-Africa Business Forum and hope it long continues as part of the President's legacy. Even as his time in office draws to a close, I have no doubt that President Obama's leadership on global development will continue. I know there are a billion Africans who look forward to the next phase of his deep relationship with our continent. Mr. President, on behalf of those hundreds of millions of people whose lives you touched and will continue to transform through these historic initiatives that you launched, let me say, Asante Sana. Tinotenda, Amansope, thank you. Please join me in welcoming the man of many legacies, the 44th President of the United States of America, President Barack Obama.
Thank you. Everybody, please have a seat. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Strive, for those kind words and your great work to promote opportunity in Africa and across the globe. I should point out, by the way, Strive just told me he was in the middle of a board meeting. He flew here. He's got to go back. He hasn't gotten any sleep. That's how committed he is to the work that we're doing. So give Strive a big round of applause.